Hello, babyface. What brings you to the Enriched Flavor building? Originally, she says the Monotoli building.
Why is it called
It sounds like your lifestyle isn't something I'd be that proud of. Take a look.
Why not?
Oh, Ness. Paula. I'm Geldegard Monotoli.
Ah!
Don't you remember me? I returned this building to Mr. Enriched Flavor. Now I'm working as an elevator man. I'm very happy and it's good to be alive. I heard of your many successes. Wonderful.
Did he almost die at one point?
No. Well,
Oh.
remember, we took him up here to... also, she doesn't say anything about staring at her hips.
But it said that he's good to be alive. He's happy to
Well,
be
he's just
alive.
happy to be... Remember, because he went all corrupt and, you know,
Oh,
he
okay.
got a happy enough ending. He's content.
Yeah.
Instead of being influenced by evil anymore, he learned his lesson and he's content with his life. He doesn't want riches. Instead of being a real estate agent, though, now he's an elevator man. He's even worse off than he was before, but he's happier.
Why is his name Enriched Flavor?
That's just the guy who owns the building now.
I know,
Not
but why
Monotoli.
is his...
I don't know. That's just his name.
Was he in the game before?
Yeah, he was in Jackie's Cafe as Monotoli's old boss, a real estate agent. When
Oh,
I'm off
yeah.
duty for my bodyguard job, I still have a lot of pent-up energy. But don't worry, I won't come after you, unless you're kind of itching for a fight. This was the point in the game where the computer crashed, after the final boss and everything. We still kept going and viewed
Oh,
the
that's
credits and
right.
everything, but a lot has happened to me. I have to try and sort it all out. Thinking is tough for me.
That's how you feel.
I'll go
now.
and tell you, there's nothing in here.
Can we go
Still
see
no Aloysius
Enriched
Midge.
Flavor?
Yep, that's what I'm gonna go do. I should cut this out, but I will. I want to tell a story about this. Enjoy your ride, even though it's only 1:40. I want to tell you about this
Oh,
song
I like that song.
because I love you. I know it's not playing right now because we're in the
Oh, I love you
elevator.
too.
It's called the theme of love and peace on the official soundtrack because everything's the theme of something on the official
his friends.
CD and vinyl. It came out on vinyl in like 2015.
They
actually.
stole it from Friends because Friends came first.
Nope.
The one that
Wait, what did?
Friends came before this.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know how it's like the theme of, and then Friends is the one that.
Okay, yeah, having a theme though of your naming, having a naming convention is definitely not exclusive to Friends.
I know, I was joking.
Did they say new text? Oh, probably not.
Oh, I'm
But
really having a tough time.
I put this on a mixtape CD I made for her. Obviously not a cassette because those are trash. Actually, what does Electra say? And I said, "Do you remember this song?
No, I wasn't
Do you know
here.
why I put it? Do you know why I put this song on this CD for you?"
I didn't know for so long.
And I said, "Because I love you." Because that's the name of the song.
I probably didn't get it.
So a beautiful
times.
story, and now she finally recognizes the song,
Yeah.
and it's fitting to tell that story here in Forside because it's a remix of the Forside theme.
Oh.
Thanks for dropping by, even though there's nothing to do, honey.
What is she?
She's the maid.
Oh.
Well,
Does she mean
I
there's
guess she
nothing
still.
to do
I guess she still
because-
works there, even though it's Mr. Enriched Flavor now. You brought the town of Forside back to life. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
He looks.
That's
like,
all he has to
He
say.
looks like Cookie's dad, kind of. Like that Sprite head looking.
You've said that before to me off screen.
Yeah.
I kind of see it.
Let me.
Baby, hold on. Maybe we'll go see him.
Well, then I won't remember what that guy looks like. You think I have a photographic memory?
If your memory's that bad, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm serious.
But I'm only going to show important characters, but I really wanted to show Mr. Enriched Flavor just because his name's Enriched Flavor. And I like that such a minor character got such a happy ending. And now he's not a depressed drunk anymore. He got his building and his job back, and presumably his real estate business. Everybody gets a happy ending.
Well, he's
Except-
got like a big,
Pokey.
like a office. So, do you think
What, who?
Enriched Flavor has an office? So...
Yeah, he got a happy ending. That's what I was saying.
No, but you said it may be his job. Didn't he get his job back? Like,
I don't remember saying maybe his job.
oh,
I don't really know what you're talking about. But no, yeah, I mean, he got his business back.
yeah.
Well,
He said something about maybe his real estate or something.
yeah, presumably his real estate business came back.
Oh.
I believe we can still go see Venus, but really, what's the point? I don't want to.
Would she sing again?
Yeah, it'd be the same concert again.
Nah, I don't wanna.
Yeah, there is one place I want to go visit that
The
was
cafe?
very important to us here. And it's certainly not this building. Planning meeting for EarthBound 2. Only those who are related to this project are allowed to enter. Ape Software Development Team.
It would be.
Fuck you guys.
It would be hilarious if they showed that text at E3 or something.
Oh, that would be.
And I would flip out, but I know this is like.
Yeah, Mother 3 may never come to America. It was reported that they were working on a localization for the Wii U, but then they realized it would be the game would still be too controversial, so they decided against it. That's not confirmed by Nintendo, but by a person who works at Game Informer. Hey, long time no see. I've thought of a new joke since before. Knock knock. Who's there? Sawyer. Sawyer who? Sawyer doing well. I'm fine too.
That is funny.
You don't think that's funny? I really thought this would be funny to you. Now my self-confidence is totally shot. Back to therapy.
Yeah, if she needs to go to therapy or he, I can't tell.
He.
Needs to go to therapy for that, then what are the chosen ones gonna do?
The hint that I gave you was critical to helping you win. Happy, happy, we rock. Ha ha ha.
What did he
I don't
say?
even remember what he said. Whee! Ness! Pokey left me. His own dad had just disappeared. If you see him, tell him that he should take better care of his father. Don't tell my wife and Onette that I've been spending my time here. Woo! Because he's drunk. He's a drunk and he just hangs out
See,
here.
it's the same thing except the other one has like black hair and like darker face.
And no glasses, and the mustache
Yeah.
is completely different, and the
The
suit's a
mustache
different
looks
color.
the same to me.
Sorry about the other day. This sidewalk cafe isn't as profitable as it used to be. This is just a hangout for the regulars.
Wait,
Jackie
why is
finally
this
came to
sorry?
terms. Because he was rude to us.
Oh.
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
But Jackie finally came to terms with his cafe's popularity. Good evening, hero. How about an espresso?
We get one now?
Yeah, remember when she said they'll start our growth and told us to get out, basically?
How
Yep.
long were we gone?
Everybody's happy now. There's no more monsters. The influence has gone from everybody except one character in the game.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and the Shattered Man.
okay.
But that's not canon. You weren't supposed to not kill the Shattered Man.
Yeah.
Or come back and fight him. But that's the only
Wait,
fight you
who?
can get in the ending. The Shattered Man.
Oh,
The
yeah.
guy we fought. Well, we already went to Saturn Valley. There's really nothing new in 3. I think there's some new text, but I don't know who to talk to. And like I said, I'm not showing off all the text. So why don't we go ahead and take Paula home? But, yeah, Pokey didn't get a good ending. He couldn't get over it. We couldn't save him. We saved everybody but the guy we wanted to be our best friend. Our next door neighbor. We couldn't save our next door neighbor. But we could save everybody else in the entire world. And thus,
Well, not really.
his family also
Yeah, I
didn't
was
get a
about to
happy
say
ending.
his family because his
Yeah.
dad looks miserable.
You want to ride a bike? That's not going to work. 2 people on one bike is strictly forbidden. Oh, that was weird. I had to click it twice.
Yeah, I saw that.
Huh.
I heard it.
Yeah, I forgot. We can go return
So,
our bike at any time.
If Paula,
But we could already do
if
that.
we can come back if we drop Paula, because I don't know.
Oh my god, I forgot to show something I just
But
remembered.
could we
oh,
ride
hello.
our bike?
Didn't I see you at the Topla Theater in Forsyth? So you're a Runaway 5 groupie too.
A groupie?
Yeah, I don't think the localizer realized what he was saying. You're fantastic. You even take time to talk. Okay, he says that the whole game. I think this is Venus's mom's house.
You just walked on their fence. That's kind of rude.
I got a letter from my daughter. She wants me to see her next show. A book of photographs of her is coming out soon. I really hope she kept her clothes on. Times have sure changed. The Japanese version implies that
That reminds me.
she did nude photography.
That reminds me of whenever Kim Kardashian came out with her photograph book.
I don't.
It was
remember
just
that
like random
'cause
selfies
He
that
says
she
the
took.
same thing. I already remember.
It was just like selfies she took and uploaded on Instagram, and they made it to like a picture. I mean, a picture book.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. But no, Venus poses she's a nude model.
We
That's
saved.
confirmed in the Japanese, or at least heavily implied. Heard that the kidnapped girl was saved. What? You saved her? That's hard to believe. You don't seem like the hero type to me. He says that after we rescue Paula, obviously, but he carries a lot more weight now.
Do we have Paula the time that we rescue her and talk to him?
We didn't talk to him since, but yeah, after you rescue Paula, you have Paula with you. Yes, for most of the game. Actually, somebody posted a video response, which don't exist anymore.
Oh, you're right.
After Paula gets kidnapped in the Forside department store, go back with Ness and Jeff and talk to him and see what he says. Even if Everdred has passed on, he'll keep watch over us from wherever he's at.
Like I said,
they're acknowledging
my theory
Everdred is dead.
Is that he totally, like...
Hello, would you like some seasonings to add to your food at mealtime? They are really quite miraculous. Whenever you eat something, the seasonings will sprinkle automatically. They come in these cute little packets and jars. What kind do you like? It won't stop. It never ends.
What do you mean it won't stop? It never ends.
They say it the whole game. All of them. They have no unique text. What? Everdred is gone? That's crap. Don't believe it. Well, it seems they're pretty divided. And
he's not on top of the house.
Everdred is dead. Sorry to say it. Because I really did like Everdred. He didn't get a happy ending.
Well, I would consider death unhappy.
And he seemed ready. He seemed okay. So, yeah, according to Eastern philosophy, that's not an unhappy ending. Most Eastern philosophy, at least. We just have to accept that like the Chosen Four have.
Me and my therapist are talking about death right now, and yeah, it's
we're really hitting all your psychological issues today and relevant to the game. That stupid slob, the Apple Kid, is suddenly missing. I think the town seems cleaner somehow. They say that after he goes to Winters.
He's the smart
The Orange
one,
Kid is deep into a world-class invention. It must be hard being an ultra genius.
Okay, but honestly, turning a boiled egg
back into a raw
egg is definitely pretty genius.
I mean, yeah, that makes food last forever.
Yeah.
He's basically finding an ultimate preservative. Mm-hmm. Did you come here to get your investment money back? No? Can you wait a little longer? I promise I'll finish my brilliant invention. I rely on your support, even though I am a super genius.
Does he ever finish that invention?
Not that I know of. Of course, we don't really find out what happens to Ness. He says he's smiling still. Sync him.
I love how they have, like...
The roof? The cat's not on the roof.
It's on the roof.
Ness, thank you for escorting me home. There was something I wanted to tell you, but I've forgotten it. I'm sure I'll remember by the time I see you again. Well, I guess this is it. Goodbye. So long. See ya. Bye.
She was so gonna say I love you, or like I
like we all know what she was gonna say.
That's why I was singing, because
so let's chase after her.
She said that.
I know.
Chase after the girl.
Very good. Oh, they all say the same thing.
Sorry if you hear the scratching. The
cats really won't leave us alone. You've lost some weight since I saw you last, Ness. See, another reference to that. Paula must have had quite an adventure. I'm glad you live so close to us. Why don't you drop by more often? I'm working at making better chili.
Well, we're gonna have to date Paula now. We go from our house and be like, I'll eat here first, and then you text Paula like, I'll eat at your house, and then
text.
Oh wait.
No such creature. This is 1994.
Sorry, you call Paula and you're like, I'll eat at your house, and you get 2 bowls of chili.
Oh man, that's heaven. Just like when my mom would cook chili, and then your mom would cook chili.
Oh, yeah.
Close together, it was beautiful.
Or
and
like...
then you'd cook me pancakes. Oh, man.
That only ever happened on Christmas. The cats are coming in. Like...
Stop it! So, as I was going to say a minute ago, I love that line that Paula's mom just said, because it makes Ness's story feel like more of a coming-of-age story. Because he's branching out from his group of friends that he lives right next to, and he's exploring the world and he's making friends along the way. Because she said, I'm glad you live so close to us. In the beginning of the game, Tucson seemed like it was so far away.
That's right!
Tucson and Onett, right next to each other compared. We've been to the literal end of the earth. Onett and Tucson are just a walk away. It's beautiful.
It does feel a lot closer now because
it's the coming of age story, but you experienced it. It happened in your hand. And video games like that didn't exist really back in 1994. All RPGs.
Like you were alive.
Well,
I'm joking. You can just play them.
RPGs back then were all like in medieval settings, and there was nothing relatable except for the little bit of character development.
Is Castlevania an RPG?
No, Castlevania's an action game.
I've never played it. Don't come at me for that.
It depends on the game. You're a very strong young man. My opinion of you has changed. Perhaps you should continue dating Paula.
So we are?
Just treat her right. Come by and visit anytime. You can even sleep on the living room couch instead of the one in the den. Now that's development.
Okay, he's like got his paw in here.
Cut interruption number 7 out of the way. And
oh,
look!
the kitty!
We can finally talk to this cat.
What does he say?
Meow. A little underwhelming, but he is a cat, so what do you expect?
Well, the dogs talk.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Why can't Ness... I guess because their minds are blank, or they just... Ness doesn't care what they're talking about because their cats are selfish and they don't care.
Cats are very sweet, and you know that we have so
many. I know,
many.
but that's kind of the stereotype.
I know.
You know, dog is man's best friend and cats only care about themselves.
Okay.
Ness, I guess it's time for you to go home. Everyone is probably worried about you. She needs some space. We're being too clingy. So, it is never officially determined, that Ness and Paula are together. But we can assume there's more evidence for it in the game than denying it because of what Jeff said in the ending, what Paula's dad said, and of course Paula almost saying that she loves us. Apple Kid's house is empty because they're all in Saturn Valley together.
Oh, what I was gonna say.
Our adventure brought people together, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I will say, before you keep talking.
Yeah, it's fine.
We can take Paula home with us. You don't have to escort her home, but we did miss a Photoland location.
We gotta go back.
We do have to go back for it.
Where is it?
It's in Onet. I mentioned it before.
Oh, but
one more thing before I forget. Every hotel in the game has new newspaper text for you. And if you stay at the Onet Hotel right now, it'll say, Captain Strong finally finishes EarthBound. Says, can't wait for the sequel. Something like that.
The sequel?
Yep.
Okay, what I was going to say, don't you talk to anyone.
Okay.
It's kind of irrelevant now because we're gone, and I said this before, but Orange Kid and Apple Kid have signs out their house. It's like huge signs, not even just like small signs. Like behind their house is Orange Kid, Apple Kid.
I've never even thought about how ridiculous that is.
Like, that's like, I understand like people put like houses, like they have little signs on their houses that say like the, whatever your last name is, like we have one. Not because
I think it's a joke about RPGs like this, how like in EarthBound Beginnings, the sign, if you check your mailbox, it'll say Nintendo's house, and not like Carol's house or whatever.
Name's Carol?
Nintendo's mom's name is Carol.
They have names? They don't have names in this one, do they?
No, Ness's parents do not have names, and that gives people more credence to the theory of Nintendo and Anna are the parents, which I still don't think is true.
That's just weird that they have names. Like
Nintendo's dad doesn't have a name. It's just Nintendo's mom.
That's just
and Pippi's
weird.
mom. Lloyd's dad doesn't have a name, or Anna's parents don't have names.
That's just, I don't like that.
Pippi's mom's name is Lindgren, named after the author of Pippi Longstocking.
Well, Pokey's parents have names.
Well, yeah, because their names are Aloysius and Lardna. Alright, let's get on with it.
Okay.
Finally, we could have done this so much earlier.
And
this is another challenge run. That would be funny. This is another challenge run people do. Buy the house. Like, so I will be doing that when I do a challenge run one day.
Wait, what do you mean challenge run? You're doing it right now?
No, buying it as soon as you can. Grinding up the money and doing it. Which, that's a lot of money.
Sounds like a really boring one.
You've got your own place now.
Let's go check it out. Whoa.
I mean, I guess it is the most boring.
This is a high.
It has an ocean view. And honestly, for $7,500... That's not a bad deal.
Not an ocean view. It doesn't have a back to it.
I mean, that's an ocean view. Technically, he didn't
lie.
Technically,
but...
He did not lie.
I mean,
but Ness is the one who paid for the house without checking it out first. How naive. What a 13-year-old. Obviously, you know, they'd have to sign paperwork and all that. But this is a video game. Let's just enjoy. And there's this one of 2 dressers you can check. But first...
What is this? What?
The other dresser was the insignificant item in the Threed Hospital. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say Fuzzy Pickles. We gotta be somber about it because it's the last one. Wow, what a great photograph. It will always bring back the fondest of memories. Well, that's it. We got every photo in the game, every present in the game, but we have something in our drawer. You found an old magazine. Are you going to read it?
Yes.
If you say no, it just ends the text box. My Secret Life, Chapter 3. Story from the previous chapter. I was neither a murder suspect nor a target for an international spy organization, but I drove a car down the Jersey Turnpike at 80 miles per hour. A police officer pulled me over and asked for my driver's license. He said I was going 20 miles per hour over the speed limit. I instantly pointed to my wife and said, "I'm in a hurry, my wife is in labor." Fortunately, my wife actually had a big stomach.
That's rude.
I hoped you'd let me go with this excuse. "Oh, since it's an emergency, I'll lead you to the hospital with my police car," he said. "No, it's not necessary." "Why not?" asked the officer. Well, let's get going," said the officer. No, we can't. This baby is a demon child." I have no idea what that's about.
That's actually Liar Exaggerate's backstory.
I don't know what made you think of that.
The spy, for some reason, just reminded me of Liar Exaggerate. Like, I don't know if he has anything to do with being a spy, but he just seems like he would be a spy.
Yeah, he never gets elaborated on, but I do see what you mean.
Yeah.
There's a few other things we can do on that,
I guess because
actually.
his name's Liar Exaggerate, and spies have to lie.
Let's go to the library for... Wait, this isn't the library. The drugstore's to the east. He's the opposite of west.
What is that?
He says the same thing. That's just a house.
Oh, fancy one.
Do you see
No, we got hit!
Hooray! The sharks are gone from the arcade. Now I can go in. Except I don't have any money to play the games.
I hate that arcades are so expensive.
Let's do this first.
Because, I mean, they're not like really expensive.
I mean, they have to make money. If they weren't... Because they aren't as popular as they were in like the 80s.
Yeah, you're right.
Ness, that rocks! Yesterday I finally became a hideout member. Please come back and visit.
Does he say that before?
What?
Does he say that before?
No. He gets an ending. So he was just a lookout. He was like, they were hazing him. He was a new member.
He looks so much like
Do you think
Linus.
they got lonely and let him in because Ness was gone?
I don't know, but he looks so much like Linus. Isn't that his name, Linus?
Pigpen. No, he looks like Pigpen.
I said that
It's a
before.
direct reference to
before,
Pigpen, yes.
But
it was more prominent in the Japanese version of EarthBound Beginnings.
Is his name Pigpen?
Yeah, Pigpen. That's the kid's name in Peanuts.
I never...
Ness, I've been thinking about our gang's name. We'll laugh about it tomorrow. Do you like it?
Say no.
Okay. Laugh doesn't really mean laugh. It means chuckle. My philosophy is peace to all men. Really? You like it? I knew you would understand. I love that we don't see much of Ness's friends because this is about the adventure. Mm-hmm. It's not about Ness's life. It's about your life.
That guy has his hat like way over his eyes.
This is the guy. We were supposed to come back and talk to him with Paula. He says something because he said, if you find any girls along the way, come back and talk to me. And he says something funny. You seem to be gaining self-confidence or something. During your trip, were you popular everywhere you went? I'm jealous. I wish I was popular like you. We certainly weren't popular everywhere, like Summers. And this is the kid who
hated us.
Yeah. This is the kid who seemingly had a crush on Ness. Hi, Ness. It's starting to get crowded in this hideout. I was considering moving to Beaks Point. What do you think? That's where our house is. Yes or no?
Oh, yes.
Do you really agree? Let's build a strong, sturdy shack.
They want to live together?
No, I think it's the hideout. I think they built the hideout. It's a treehouse.
Oh, I thought he meant...
No, this is just a hidden treehouse. You're right. This space might just be the right size for us.
No, I meant, like, because he was moving where he was living. So I
no,
thought
I think they meant build.
Want...
He meant building a fort out there, basically. They're
that
kids.
makes a lot more sense than... Because, like...
If she's in a good mood, a lady in the library will kiss you.
Because, I mean, they could just move to Ness's house.
I mean, yeah. Actually, that's... I'm imagining that's why Ness bought it. Because he's so excited.
Oh,
he's like, yes, we'll have so much fun here.
That was so nice. So I like that
It's
thought.
Perfect for, a kid's hideout.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. It's not necessary to return the map now. Come back in the year 2001 to return it.
Why
Okay, good. It's not. I don't know. Because, this takes place in some year in the 90s. So I guess it's a reference to that.
Well,
let's
we're a little late.
Finally, you've come to return the book. Seems like you finished it. You're such a good boy. As a reward, I'll give you a kiss. Smack. They really should have put smooch or something. A giant said that...
Smooch.
Oh, he says the same thing, but most importantly, hi, nice to meet you. I'd really love to sit down and chat with you someday. I'll talk about my adventure, and you can tell me all about all of your mistakes. That was the guy in the beginning where it said, he's a man of few words. It's useless talking to him now. But before we go home...
So did he think, like, that he did it all?
We'll
Or
go home
what?
first. I don't know.
Wait, go down. Oh, that's the girl that was there earlier.
Oh, actually, we do want to talk to her.
Oh.
Hey, you have lipstick on your cheek.
Oh. I just saw her hiding behind a bush,
Oh.
and I was like, is that someone new?
No, this is our last time making this journey. We made it so many times at the beginning of the game, and that feels like so long ago. For you guys, it was, mid-January. And that was almost 2 months ago for you viewers, if you've been keeping up.
I need to do your thumbnails so badly.
Oh yeah, we only have up to part 9 as of
totally
recording
forgot
this.
to do the thumbnails. I've been just paddling around my life and just totally forgot.
I didn't want to bug you about it.
I just forgot. Like, it just didn't cross my mind.
No. Well, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I can do it. Not tonight. I'm tired.
For the record, I had a very specific vision and asked for several revisions on part 8's thumbnail with the for sale sign.
You asked for one revision. It was only one time.
I was still very specific about how I wanted it.
I got exactly what you did.
She picked a house for sale sign.
You said a real life for sale sign, so I thought
Yeah.
you meant like one like on a stick and everything.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Not like an actual like just a picture.
No, I
of
wanted
one
the
that's for
Dollar
sale.
General black with orange text for sale
Yeah.
sign, and she nailed it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I typed
You're still
in
staring
for
straight
sale,
ahead. Yeah.
and then I went to Dollar General, and then they had that, and I picked the image.
Is
from
that really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
I typed in Dollar General for sale sign, and it was the one that was on the shop, so I clicked it, and
That's amazing. He's been staring straight ahead the whole game, and he's had different text depending on when you come
Does he
back.
now?
You're being vain, Ness. Life is not that easy. You just saved the Earth from a crisis. Don't act so stuck up. When I was younger, I too saved the Earth many times. I live a modest life. That's the way it should be. Don't you think a real hero is someone like me?
No.
Ness, don't be such a snob. Well, turns out he was just kind of a dick the whole time. So, when...
That's Larry Xavier, right?
Yeah, in the beginning of the game, you might think he's an okay guy because he's talking to us, but we've experienced so many people now. Ness has finally come to terms, if he didn't already know. This guy sucks. He's a loser. We are better than this guy. It could be Nintendo. I've actually heard that theory once.
No,
I
I
think.
said that to you.
Oh, it probably was.
Yeah, it was me.
Okay. When you grow up, why don't you become my partner and we'll make lots of money? We never really find out what happens to Ness.
Ew.
This story is yours to imagine. So this is a perfect game for fan fiction. If
I were to write fan fiction, if I were into fan fiction, I would love to like do something with. Don't tell them my fan fiction.
I'm not talking about your fan fiction.
Oh, okay.
So we were at our friend Nathan Smalley's house recently, and he dug out some old stuff he printed off from Fanfic Maker in 2015 or 16.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
And I told him to do generate an EarthBound one, and it was a story of the Boy Scouts defeating Gygus and Hydra.
It was
because everybody was looking for the Apple of Enlightenment, and they had to find it first.
And here's the big deal. It was a Pooh X.
Yeah, Pooh was betraying the Boy Scouts, which were the good guys, including Ruby, Steve, Bob, Ness, Paula, Jeff, and Pooh. And Pooh was, there was like a sex scene between Pooh and Gygus, and it was like...
It was in like the back of a car or something.
Pooh loved embodiment of evil's chest hair. No, it was in a tent.
Oh, a tent! Okay.
It was hilarious.
And he drooled all over.
I might get Nathan to type that up so we can post a link in the description, but that's not Aloysius Minch. Salutations! You're the boy living next door.
Wait, he's the guy I was thinking
I know.
of.
I heard that your family is in debt. Miss Minch told me about it. Miss Minch, not Mrs. Minch.
Are they divorced? No, they're not. Are
Nope,
they divorced?
they are not divorced. Because Aloysius would know. He would have to sign the papers. Well, live and learn. You just have to keep plugging away.
Wait, maybe that's why he's getting drunk in the bar.
He hasn't gone home since Pokey left.
Oh.
When they lived in Forside together, separated from Lardna and Picky.
Well, he's a deadbeat husband. Like, of course she's gonna be cheating.
As usual, you're wearing your grubbies. So what do you want? My son isn't at home now. He's walking around somewhere. And she doesn't even know where Pokey is
That's
at all.
so
or where
big.
he's been the whole game.
That's so...
My husband is also gone. Oh, yes, this is Mr. Pretty Man. He always has great advice. He's a real gentleman, he is. You'll be happy that you met him. This is,
Pretty Man. Like, is that his
This is
actual
like-
name, or does she not actually know his name?
No, that's definitely his name. I mean, there's a guy in this game called Enrich Flavor. Pretty Man is not nearly as ridiculous. But that is confirmed, at least like 99% to be an affair.
Yeah, that's...
So,
is that...
Aloysius might be a loser who refuses to come home to his wife that way. And he's abandoning both his kids.
Well,
who
he didn't
who
abandon...
he beats.
He didn't abandon Pokey. Pokey abandoned him.
Yeah, well, for good reason. But he abandoned Picky, who's a perfectly fine kid, perfectly fine guy. And, yeah, Lardna doesn't know what's going on with anybody, and she's just cheating on Aloysius. She probably would do that if Aloysius were still there. They suck.
This is the final boss, actually, Picky.
I haven't seen you in a while. You look cool. I'm nowhere near as cool as you. I'm just average cool. Picky's just a cool guy.
He's average cool. He's not cool.
Just like Ness. Ness had a hard life. Okay?
How does Ness have a hard life?
His father is not in his life. His family is in debt, supposedly. And, Pokey had it worse. He got beat, but
Ness just seems
Pokey
like he
fell-
had like an actual like suburban life.
Pokey fell victim. He couldn't handle it, and he turned to the dark side. But Picky was in the same situation. Even though Picky was clearly the favorite child, Picky handled it well.
See, he's a little insecure, but he still thinks it's cool. He's just average cool.
Yeah. Picky handles everything well. Pokey couldn't. I mean, it's sad. Pokey is a tragic villain, just like
Pokey is also
Gigu.
the fat kid.
But
and
the
those are
Gigu,
worse.
the Gigu tragedy is much more understated because of the poor localization connection between the two games. Because Earthbound Beginnings didn't come out in English until 2015. Older dogs haven't figured it out yet. But I know that you guys saved the world.
It is
That's why they.
loud.
Ow! You just pulled the headphone.
Oh, sorry, babe.
But yeah, that's why the name change is different. There's a name change between Gigu and Gygus. They just decided to change it because the first game never came out here until 2015. Of course, it leaked before that in like the late 90s.